So, thank you, Peter. It was a very good question. That while doing japa, what actually we should think? So, your guru must have said, but normally what we do, that there are two different ways. One, you can see those mantras. Yes, those letters that has been given to you, the name of the god or goddess, just floating in a lighted letters. They're all going out of your heart and floating in the air and all around you. That is also the way you can do the japa. Japa means taking the name of God, thinking or uttering the name of God, but you can see the letters or the mantra itself lighted, leaving around you. Or the god or goddess, the mantra that you have received, you can visualize that particular form and take the mantra. By these two ways, usually one should do the meditation or the doing the japa. Thank you.
Second question is from Devjani Dhar. Please explain Maharajji that how to remain calm and unselfish, staying in an egotistic society as jealousy disturbs the full balance of life.
Devjani, that is a very practical question. When we sit over here in a cozy atmosphere and then say, give the advices, you should be this, you should be that, I can understand that's so difficult to practice. But outwardly you need not to, because the world around you is different. If you mentioned that, and in that place you should be behaving as if you are one of that. But mentally, you should go on praying to God. So, God, please take all these things away from me so that I can always remember you and I can meditate on you. I can become yourself. So, if you pray like this, I strongly believe, the prayer as a prayer get answered. And if you pray sincerely, and you will find that within few months all these obstacles will go away and you will get the positive vibration so that you can concentrate on the name of God and you can practice spirituality. Thank you. So when you give away everything, then that remains is the now this fan and the light. It is a different form. Fan is different, light is different. A different work also. Fan is giving the air, that is giving the illumination. But if you remove those things, one thing is common: electricity. The electricity, the fan and the light are both same. Similarly, consciousness, I and the God are same. When the Jesus said, I and my Father in heaven are one, it is not the body. The most of the people they misunderstand. They say the body of the Jesus. No, it's the consciousness of the Jesus. And the consciousness that is same. When it says Aham Brahmasmi, it cannot be this body. When the Krishna says the I am that, Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Bhaja, some of the Krishna followers they think, oh, it is only the Krishna. It is not the form. Form cannot be. When Swami Vivekananda came to America, he spread the message of Sri Ramakrishna, but never mentioned his name. And when he went back, all his brother disciples they were criticizing him. Why you didn't talk about our guru? He said, do you think your guru is this much? It's, this is Vedanta. That is, the two different opinions are there. One they say that God created this universe and separated it. The universe will remain like this, though separated from God. Shankaracharya say it cannot be. If it is a separate entity, God is becoming separate entity. Two different entity, eternal entity cannot be. So the infinite, when you use the word infinite, there is only one conception. It cannot be two different infinite. Infinite is one. So obviously, when you say the problem with the Abrahamic religion, they have a conception of devil, and devil is also permanent. Devil is also powerful, but devil is all bad, and God is permanent. God is powerful. God is all good. So all is good and bad, two different entities. But they forget, philosophically, there cannot be two different entities. The moment there are two different entities, there will be clashes. And in the clashes, both will break, both may die. Can God die? No. So how this thing came? Shankaracharya gave the proper answer. He said it is as we see things in the dream, it's just like that. As we see things in the mirage, it's just like that. It's not real creation. It's a superimposition, like the movies. When you are looking at the movie, we are carried away with the story of the movie. But it is not real. And when it stops, then we come back. Oh, yes, it's all right. Otherwise, they took us to the Amazon and in the jungle in the movie, and three-dimensional movie. Oh my God! Even you can feel the water is coming, and somebody is fanning you. The bird, the flew, and you felt that all this effect is there, but it is not there. The same way, this world is not there. Consciousness, uh, if it is not present, then the body and the mind, nothing. So we prove it in the three different stages. As yesterday we were discussing, Jagrat, Swapna, Susupti. The Susupti is a state where we are not having the body, not having the mind, but we are surviving. Then how it is possible? That means something was not only that, the memory comes back. And we come back with a memory of happiness, of joy. I slept so well without the dream. But when there is no dream, the mind is absent. And body, of course, absent. And that proves, so same thing they try to go through meditation. And in the meditation, they say fourth level. They call it Chaturtham, and they call it Turiya. This is the terminology they have used. Turiya. Susupti, in the stage of deep sleep. But sleep is sleep. So you are not getting the knowledge. So when you are coming back, same old person. But if you go consciously into that, first you are sitting and forgetting the body. Then going into the mind and imagining that God is sitting within you. Then God is becoming the light. Light is emanating and pervading all over everything. And you are lost in that light. And then fourth stage, you don't have any consciousness. You go into samadhi. What happens? Only expression of joy. Because you cannot express that. And we find in the life of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, used to go frequently to that samadhi stage and coming back.
Are there other paths to samadhi, like work or service to others?
That is, prepare your mind, that when you are serving others unselfishly and without expecting anything in return, what happens? Now you become purified. So when you are thinking in a two different way we work. One is out of emotion, and you work, and the result may be suffering. Why? If the people who you are serving don't remember you or express the gratitude, you feel unhappiness. But if you are serving with that he is God, she is God, they don't know, but I know. My guru has said that he is my God, living gods and goddesses. But they are not that way outwardly good people. Maybe drug addict and all these things. But still I am serving them. And when I am serving them, my mind is becoming purified. Suppose you are cooking for your family members and yourself. But you are thinking, I'm cooking for God. When the sadhus they go for bathing, they are taking the dip in the water, washing the body only, but they think I am pouring water on thinking. The moment you think, your mind get detached from the worldly things, and the moment the mind get detached from the worldly things, it becomes purified. And the purity is nothing but joy and love. So after serving the poor people, if you feel happy, if you feel joy, without getting anything externally, that means your mind is becoming purified. And when your body become old, then you are completely dedicating your mind. No, bodily you cannot do anything, but your mind is completely dedicated, and you get tremendous joy inside. So that is, I saw Swami Varadananda passing away. That is the death, the first time I saw how it happened. He was talking with us. He was sick. Then he was hospital to the another place was called, and then to hospice. And the hospice they said a few days only. Then they gave a call me a few hours. If you like to talk to him, please come. So we went and we chanted. We talked to him. He smiled and all that. Because someone was playing some music, he didn't like it. His facial expression, we could understand is. Then you stop that, and then we stopped that, and we started chanting the Ramakrishna Sharanam. These are the things that he was accustomed with. So he was very happy. Then I asked him, the Swamiji, are you remembering Thakur? Then his face became, he couldn't open the eyes, but his face became lighted. And after that, the doctor said he passed away. It means when last time, he felt the joy. And the joy is nothing but God. Most of the people, when they die, go and watch. It's terrible. They will be physically and the expression, because whatever they have already done or they have thought of, all those thoughts they haunt it, and they are very much afraid of. In the dream, sometimes you will feel the wonderful, nice dreams you see. There is also the expression of the past karma that comes from the subconscious mind.
This you were talking about the distinction between evil and good in Christianity, that they have Satan and then they have God on the other side. So there is evil in this world. Yes, there is so much. Then how to explain from a Vedantic point of view?
See, all the three Semitic religion, Abrahamic religion, they are from the same, almost same locality, the Middle East. And come here. So what happened? So when a philosophy, a religion is growing up, obviously the sociology, the economy, the geography, that influences, no? They were suffering in the hands of the Romans and these people, so they wanted to go out of it. This the Jewish, the Judaism. They said the land of milk and honey. So they were so poverty-stricken people. There's no morality. Somehow they were surviving. No difference between animals and the human being. So the Ten Commandments, the movie, if you see, you will understand how terrible that was, the life. Then obviously, when that was there, when the religion developed, what the Ten Commandments are, that Moses took them out for a long time and telling again and again, I will lead you to the land of milk and honey. That means the land of joy, happiness. And ultimately, he couldn't reach anywhere, but he came down from a hill and he said, Sinai was that hill, and he said, God has given me 10 commandments, you have to follow that. What are those 10 commandments? Nothing but morality. You should not have that, the stealing other properties, having fighting with others, or misbehave with the girls and ladies. All these basic human moralities, 10 commandments. Why? The two things. First, temptation for a very happy life. So if you do that, you will go to heaven. And then a fear, if you don't do it, you will go to eternal hell. So the people, they were afraid. So they thought it is better to practice. Then came the Christianity after that. They modified it. And little other things were also there. And then they said, every Sunday if you go to the church and say to the father or the in charge over there, the pastor, whatever wrong deed you have done, then naturally something wrong I have done, and he goes and whisper in the ear, and he feels, oh, I am free from it, and don't repeat it. See, father will say, it will be pardoned, but the next time you should not do it. Be careful. So nothing but making this type of people, a group of people, a little civilized. It's a great work. We cannot imagine. Look at the Islam. They allowed that 4 times you can marry. This is legally. Why? Because the strong people is to go and because girl children is not the very short lived. Because of the atmosphere. Every time, all the time, the fighting is going on. So they wanted the son, not the daughter. Daughter means you have to protect her. But the son can stand by the father and can fight and can earn. So the society and the economy, that gave them in that way. And they used to go and snatch the other ladies, girls, and then Hazrat Muhammad said, no, 4 is limit. More than 4, no, not allowed. And now we laugh at them, oh, 4 wives. In the modern times, we are thinking in that way. But that was a great restraint that time. 1,500 years before, Arabian, how they were. Go to Google and see the terrible society. In that society, he is transforming them. 5 times you should meet together. 5 times you should wash your feet and hand and face and the neck. Why? The water scarcity. They were so dirty. The skin diseases. And people used to die. So he introduced 5 times in a day, you should come together. Why? They can watch each other. And they become friendly to each other, developing brotherhood. And at the same time, washing the face. And in one place only, in the mosque, there will be system of water. Most of the places there is no water. So there will be water will be there. So they will wash the leg up to the knee, then up to this elbow, then the neck, then the face, and also the hair sometimes. And you should have to flash and wash your mouth. What is there in religion? Because by that way, they are becoming little clear and clean. So by that way, they can save themselves. So Hazrat Muhammad was a great social reformer.
Any religion will convince people to do it.
But our religion, if you look at, they will never say, go and wash your hand and feet. Because it is, of course you should do. Why should I have to tell it? When these children are going to the school, we have to tell them to carry the books, carry this, carry that every time. But when he is going to the university, do you ask them to do that? Of course you are going for study. So that level, slowly. I am not criticizing. I am telling the condition. India became very rich. Why? Himalaya. I will conclude, otherwise I will be late. So really, if you analyze the Himalaya, we worship Himalaya as God. Devatma, that is the highest God, the Himalaya. He is only hill only. What is the God? All, all everywhere, nothing but any hill station you go, the same. So why the Hindu they respect Himalaya? Because Himalaya is giving the protection. It's stopping the chill breeze from the north, and at the same time stopping the southern breeze, which is carrying water from the ocean, and stopping that, so the rain. And when the rain is falling, it created 7 rivers. And every Hindu, if you notice, before doing the puja, they purify the water by what? Mantra. What is that mantra? They will be chanting with great devotion. Gange cha, Jamuna chaiva, Godavari, Saraswati, Narmade, Sindhu, Kaveri, Jalasmin Sannidham Kuru. You become a type of animals, a human body. If you go to the Middle East, we have seen that. You won't believe the ladies are there, I'm sorry to mention, but there is a house, a huge, and the house is owned by the sheikhs. On the top floor is for his junior son, second floor for his elder son, third floor for the father. You know who are living over there? All the ladies. Son also know, father also know. The son is keeping few ladies on the top floor, and not that wives only. That's called concubine. That's called harem, and they are not hiding. Father and the son coming together. Can you imagine? Is this the culture? The moment you are grown up, you can do that. Why? You have a lot of money. What you will do? So the Hinduism in the ancient day, what they said, you have to control that. You cannot utilize because this. So I developed that. Swami Vivekananda also said, and then I mentioned on that. Religion, if you think as a tree, the root is the economy. If you are poor, then whether you are a great thinker, a great writer, it doesn't matter. Poor is a poor. Beggar has no respect in the society. So first is the economy. India had that very strong economy. The stem of the card is the education. India developed wonderful education. One is the worldly education by which they developed, and they developed so wonderful way. In the time of Ramachandra, they used to lift the stones by machines. The stories are Rama, all the stories, but they used the machines to lift the stones. At the time of Rama, can you imagine? But India developed in that way. So the stem is the education. And the branches of the culture. I was telling Rishikesh the morning, so many different languages. His language I don't understand. My language he doesn't understand. But we are all both Indians. And we love our country and love our religion, love our culture. How it is possible? This is the beauty of India. It's not that the mixture of all culture and give one culture. No. Retaining all your speciality, peculiarity, you are one. How? Because each and every one of us having the same consciousness. You like this food, you like this clothing, you like this type of song, you like this type of language, no problem. I am different in all this, but we are united, we are one in the Atman. So, India, so many languages, so many cultures, no problem. So, that culture, that's why the whole Europe went to India. India never came out. Whole Europe went over there. So, when the religion developed, the finest religion, that is Vedanta, which says you are that Atman. Don't ever think yourself as a sinner. You make mistakes, that's all. But you can rectify the mistake. I made a mistake. I rectify. That's all. And you are the source of joy. Why you cry? Thank you. Chalo.